hate the cicadas because they're loud.
Jeremy Knight with the Knight Group, your favorite Austin realtor. Thank you so much for watching these videos, liking, commenting, and subscribing. I appreciate that. Today we are going to talk about one thing that I constantly get asked by people, and that is, what are the bugs, wildlife, and all the other critters and
deadly things
you have to watch out for in Texas? So we're going to go through what we see in Austin and what we see in Texas, and throughout this list I'm going to give you some tips to maybe keep these things out of your house or from around your house. And on top of that, I'm going to give you the one thing you absolutely have to watch out for when you live in Texas. So here we go. All right, first up on this list, we are going to talk about all the beautiful wildlife that we see here in the Austin Hill Country, and that is all the beautiful deer. Yes, they're beautiful to look at, but they are
deadly.
Yeah. Deer are like one of the most deadliest animals on the planet, and that's because walking in the middle of the road, you can't see them at night, and they actually kill a lot of people. And on top of that, they cause a lot of damage to vehicles and really personal injury. So while deer are absolutely beautiful and I love them, they can be super deadly. All right, so let's look at the next little critter that is just so beautiful. The raccoon. Oh, we see raccoons all the time, and they are so beautiful and angry. I mean, they might be a beautiful little critter, but they are a terrible pet, and I've learned that the hard way. They go through your trash, they're mean, they're not very nice. And on top of that, we also have possums. Possums aren't the nicest, cutest animal either. They go like this, and they will bite, and they hurt, and carry disease. It's gross. And then we see the beautiful armadillo. Oh, just the cutest little armadillo with its little shell, and it's so cute. And then they dig holes all over your yard. Yeah. When we get down to the squirrel, yes, we have lots of squirrels all over the Austin area. When they get in their attic, they make a nest and they make a mess. So they get in through the little trim in your house, they bury in, then you gotta get rid of them, and they're a pain to get rid of. You're listening to them run through your attic, yeah. The other thing to look out for are foxes and coyotes. We do see them quite a bit. And the one thing to note, they're not very nice. They are beautiful, but hurt your little friends that are furry. What's really funny is in my neighborhood, people get upset about dogs pooping in their yard, only to find them on camera that it's actually a coyote or a fox that pooped in their yard. So there's that. And one other just nasty animal that we get here is the feral hog. The feral hogs, I back a greenbelt, and this feral hog will come up to my back fence, dig under my fence. They're disgusting, they stink, they eat everything. The feral hogs, they're not native to Texas, but they are taking over everything. And they're another thing you could hit in the road, but man, they are disgusting, they stink, and they can attack you if you get too close, so stay away from feral hogs. All right, we're working our way down the list, so make sure you stay around for the last one on this list because it is quite deadly. Everything's bigger in Texas, including our massive bugs. To talk about our bugs, I'm gonna bring in the bug expert, which is my son, Braden.
The bugs I hate are wasps, bees, crickets, and June bugs, because June bugs attack me at night when I'm going bike rides, and crickets are annoying because I can't sleep. They're annoying at night and I can't sleep. And wasps sting people and bees sting people. I also hate the cicadas because they're loud.
Thanks for the help, Braden. The other thing to look out for is mud daubers. These little guys flying around, they get onto your house and they make a mud nest. They get up under the weep holes in your house and make nests in there, and they are just a pest. I don't think they really sting. I've never been stung by a mud dauber. Other insects that you absolutely have to watch out for if you're walking through your yard are centipedes. These things can sting, they hurt, they're nasty. So watch out for centipedes in your yard. Definitely spray for those. The other thing you get in your house quite a bit are scorpions. Yeah, scorpions get in your house, they sting, they hurt, they'll climb up your wall, you find them at night. What's really cool is if you get a UV light and try to find them at night, yeah, they're out and about. I spray for those probably 3 times a year, and that helps get them out of my house personally. And the next on this insect list that I think is something that's yucky is if you're walking through your yard and you see this mound of dirt in your yard, it's gonna be fire ants, and fire ants hurt. If you step or fall into fire ants, they hurt and they are nasty. And if you are out and about walking through a wooded area, you're gonna come across these nasty little guys called chiggers. They are disgusting. They get up your leg, they bite, they leave welts. They are disgusting. Look out for chiggers. I don't want to go into too much detail about chiggers. Try not to get bit. They suck. Now look, most insects are quite ugly and disgusting, right? But this next one I actually love. It's the firefly. During the summer nights they fly and they, come through and they glow. They're beautiful and just a great thing to watch. The next on this list that is actually quite disgusting is the mosquito. I swear they're the size of crocodiles out here. They will fly around, drink your blood if you're hanging out during the summer, and then if you try to go give blood later in the day, you'll probably pass out because those mosquitoes will take all of your blood. They are disgusting. You can spray around your yard for mosquitoes, and you can do those screens to help screen in your porch. That might help, but mosquitoes are very nasty, especially during the summertime. This next bug is probably the most annoying bug to me, and that's the cicada. During those summertime nights, they're loud. They're just literally, you can't even hear outside because it's just the cicadas are disgusting because they will land on your wall, then they'll mutate and then fly off and then leave their carcass on your wall. They're loud, they're annoying, they're everywhere to the summer, and they're my least favorite bug. Talking about things being bigger in Texas, well, our spiders are quite big. What I see every now and then are big giant tarantulas crawling up the side of my house. Yep, they're out there. They're out in their people's yards. Now, they're not too aggressive and they won't really bite, and kids like to make them pets. Leave them be, let them play, stay away from tarantulas. But we also see a big gigantic bug called the wolf spider. Now, they're not really aggressive and they don't bite, but they are gigantic and scary looking. Between that and the tarantula, we do have some gigantic spiders to watch out for. We're making our way down the list, so make sure you stay around for the last item on this list because it is the scariest and could potentially be life-threatening. All right, this brings us to reptiles in Central Texas. But look, you're not here to talk about lizards, right? You're here to talk about snakes. We do get some beautiful snakes. Yes, I said beautiful, like the rat snake. The rat snake is a good snake because it eats rats and eats mice and eats the things in your yard that you don't want to be there, and those things that bring in the other snakes. Now, there are some other non-venomous snakes that we see, quite a few, but we do get like the coral snake. Now, the coral snake is deadly, red over yellow, kill a fellow, but they're not really an aggressive snake. They don't really want to bother you. They just want to be left alone, and if they did bite you, it's gonna take a while for them to get that venom, but they are deadly. The other thing is, if you're gonna go swimming, watch out for like the water moccasins and copperheads. They are out there, so be careful of those because those are quite aggressive. If you're gonna go to a swimming hole, just check out your surroundings before you jump in. All right, and the one that is the most venomous, which is really the top of this list you have to watch out for, is the rattlesnake. My first year living here, I lived in a green belt. It was gorgeous. We loved it. I was deadly afraid of rattlesnakes coming into my yard. Didn't see one the first year I lived here, and I thought, oh, this rattlesnakes are nothing. Year two, I had to relocate 5 rattlesnakes. Now look, one of my neighbors did get bit on the hand. He was kind of trying to pick it up. I don't know what he was thinking. Sorry, Bob. But rattlesnakes are very deadly. They're in the brush, so if you're gonna walk around in the brush, make sure you keep your eyes down. Be very vigilant and make sure you are looking for rattlesnakes. And now look, you're saying, but we're gonna live in the city. You live out in the country. No, I live in the city. The great thing about Austin is we preserve all of our green spaces, so everything on this list that I've talked about, even if you live in the city, you will see. So it's very cute to think that you're gonna live in the city and not see these animals, but you will. All right, Jeremy and I are the Night Group. I hope you enjoyed this list. Again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Watch these videos.